What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JunesEightyEIght, bringing the good, bad, and oh so ugly. I don't know why I'm doing my hands like this, but I feel like I should be. Y'all. Let me stop there. But yeah, shout out to Busta Rhymes. But I want to do a quick video because this video is coming off of a conversation I had with my cousin after our podcast, the Blurred Spot podcast. Check that out. We were talking because I'm not gonna put her business out there, but long story short, there's an event that she wants to do, and there's another event she's helping somebody else with. But long story short, I guess it ain't going as planned. They're gonna do it next year, and my cousin wants to do an event 2024. I'm like, I said, I help you with that. Like next year for 2024, oh yeah, I'm definitely in. Like, put me over the music section. I got you. Don't worry about nothing. We good. So anyway, we were talking about this event that was just in Dallas last week called DreamCon, and long story short, I said for what it was worth going? Because we got in. I didn't get to go, but the podcast got in on the press pass, and she like, for what it was worth, it was lack of communication, yada, yada, yada. And when it was time to leave, nobody, like, you had to get something to eat, you had to drive 30 minutes. Because it was in Arlington, you had to drive 30 minutes to get downtown and get to the food, whatever. I'm like, that's the thing. If I can throw my weight around real quick, as a person that does shows, I always bring that up because I like to let people know I know what I'm talking about. I mean, yes, these people got way more resources than I have, but as a person talking to somebody who's trying to do their own thing, when you book your event, it's all about location. And DreamCon was a big event. It was a very big event. It looked visually it looked good. I wasn't there, so I can't say, but based off what I told you, it was like some hit and miss moments. Some hit and miss moments, a lot of whatever. But I say this, I said all that to say that whether you're putting together a fashion show, art show, a live music event, comedy, make sure you book it in a prime location where everybody can get to. Make sure it's like, if somebody wants to leave, when people leave, you can like, yo, there's restaurants around, there's stuff to do after the show. Because I know when we used to do shows in Deep Ellum, at the IBK, they had food there, but we never ate there. We never ate there. So it's like, we get done, like, I'll eat like an hour before the show, because I grab something to eat just to get something to grub on. But you've been burnt that off by the time the show over, so you hungry again. So cool. And Jeff, my boy Alto, he never eats before shows. You know what I mean? God never eats before shows. I'm probably the only one that eats before shows. I'm always starving, so I gotta get some food in my system. Just even if it's like some fries or some whatever, I gotta get something to eat before I do anything, before I do a show. That's my let me relax moment. So after the show, I didn't burn all that off, and like, yo, what y'all want to eat after the show? From all that hosting and jumping up and down and sweating, what y'all want to do? Well, y'all eat it. There's so many places to eat downtown. You know what I mean? And it's easy to get to. It's in a bubble. Everybody, like, it's right in the middle. You can get there. If you live in Arlington or, Frisco, you can get to downtown. It's right in the middle. But it's like when you get to stuff like out there in Arlington, like, a lot of people don't want to drive out that far for nothing. It's crazy. Like, especially people don't even want to drive to Fort Worth. There's a anime thing going out there called Anime Frontier, and I think we as my podcast, the Blurred Spot, we may be going. I'm not sure, but my cousin, I'm looking at hotels now. I'm like, you know what I mean? I just don't want to go all the way out to Fort Worth. Like, man, especially you got to book a hotel just to go out there for a weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But it's all in one spot, so it's like, all right, maybe. But it's like, you want everything to be in a good location. It's all about location with these events. I tell people that if you book an event, you gotta have it in a prime location where is, even if it's not that anime thing or convention, there's entertainment. Okay, we left your show. Okay, we want to hit the club, or we still in the party, but let's party. Let's still turn up. Cool. You can go to a club, you can eat, get you something to eat, get you some dinner, get you something to drink, get you some drinks, and then go to and bar hop all night till whenever you want to go home. Enjoy yourself. That's what it's about. You got to know your location. And it's all about location. A lot of people don't understand it. A lot of people think they can just book an event anywhere and it's going to sell. Yeah, it's going to do good, but like, after the show, we like, all right, cool, I had a good time. I'm starving, but, it's a lot of people, 1, 2 in the morning, and it's still early. What y'all want to do? You know what I mean? At least if you downtown, you got so much to do. It's so much. You can catch a comedy show. You can get some food. You hit a club up, turn up until, you know what I mean? It's like that. But a lot of people don't think like that. But a lot of people, but for some people, for these events, it's all about convenience for them. Like, yo, they know people going to come out. They know we're going to come out and going to have a good time. But like, I'm about giving people the full experience. If you come to my show, at least you know, if you don't want to eat at the spot that we're performing, you can eat somewhere else. You know what I mean? And that's the fun part about it, like being able to do that. And that's for anybody that's a booker. And don't let the price fool you. You can be paying $400 flat, hell, $300 flat. But if the location don't match the price, don't even worry about it. Don't even. Because I know, like, the venues I've looked at is expensive. They're close, but they're expensive. It's like the further out you go, it's cheaper. But nobody wants to go that far out. It's like, I've hit up venues, just to name a few, like, it's a couple thousand. It's $1,000, $2,000. You know what I mean? It's crazy, some of these prices. But then again, I realize some of these people are still recovering from COVID. Man, they're still recovering from that. They're still recovering that from the pandemic. They're still recovering. Some of these places are still recovering from that. They're trying to recoup from all the money they lost. So I get that part. But another thing I forget before I get out of here, a lot of people, once you get used to paying a certain price, when you see these big prices, like, we used to use like a couple, 100, like, not even 100, 150, 250, maybe 3. You know what I mean? It's not even 3, like 250. The most he ever paid for a view was like 250 downtown. And it was at a great location. So it's like, when you used to paying those kind of prices, like, all right, cool. You get, not that you get comfortable, like, all right, cool, this is reasonable. Now you got looking at the 1,000 mark. All right, damn. You know what I mean? But when you got people that you can split money 3 ways, like, all right, cool, you got that, yada, yada, yada. Split the funds easy. Cool. But that's my take on it. That's my advice. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments about if you're booking questions about independent booking shows. I know I got a little bit of knowledge to help people out and give y'all some pointers. Yeah, all my social media links in the description. I'll see you Monday. Peace.